This was a different time. Everyone wanted to know what they were going to wear. Puffy's white party, loved up, and everyone was like, OMG, they're so cute. Then December 1999, they go to a party in New York. There are pew-pews involved. They both get arrested. Later, J.Lo was off the hook.
The industry was buzzing when Jennifer Lopez's name popped up in the middle of Sean Diddy Combs' legal drama. If you have been keeping up with this case, you know this is a pretty wild turn of events. Lopez, who has been living her best life since her early 2000s fling with Diddy, is now back in the picture. But what brought her into this high-profile mess? In this video, we're breaking down the surprising twists that have Jennifer back in the spotlight, how she is reacting to all this, and what it might mean for her career. From courtroom drama to public attention, Jennifer Lopez's connection to Diddy's legal issues is definitely raising some eyebrows. Stick around as we dive into the full story and see how this whole situation could affect one of Hollywood's biggest stars.
Obviously, nobody really wants to be arrested or handcuffed or, go through all that kind of stuff. It's a really traumatic experience.
To understand how Jennifer Lopez ended up in Diddy's legal storm, we need to go back to the beginning of the trial and the relationship that brought these two icons together. So Diddy has found himself in a legal battle, and the charges against him are very serious, ranging from financial misconduct to allegations of involvement in violent incidents that have haunted his career for years. The trial has not only put his reputation on the line, but has also become a magnet for controversy, with new revelations emerging almost daily. One of the most unexpected names to resurface during this trial is Jennifer Lopez. She and Diddy were once a power couple that dominated the headlines in the late 90s and early 2000s. However, their romance wasn't without its dark moments, the most notable being the nightclub shooting incident in 1999. That night in New York City, a shooting at Club New York left 3 people injured. While both were eventually cleared of any wrongdoing, the incident left a huge stain on their careers. For Jennifer, it was a wake-up call that led her to distance herself from Diddy and the chaotic lifestyle that surrounded him. Despite their split, the nightclub incident has remained a defining moment in both of their lives, a reminder of how close they came to losing everything. Fast forward to today, and Jennifer is once again finding her name tied to Diddy, but this time it's not about reviving old flames, it's about legal battles. During the trial, Jennifer's past with Diddy has become a focal point, sparking renewed interest in their history. Speculation began when documents leaked to the press hinted at her possible involvement as a witness or even as someone who might have more insight into Diddy's past actions. This revelation has led to a media frenzy, with everyone wondering, how is Jennifer Lopez connected to this case after all these years? The moment when her name was publicly linked to the trial was nothing short of explosive. News broke when court documents were leaked, revealing that the prosecution had called for Jennifer to testify about events related to her time with Diddy. The media pounced on this information, with headlines screaming about the possibility of her being dragged back into the courtroom drama she thought she had left behind decades ago. Witness testimonies and media reports have since suggested that Lopez could provide crucial context to the charges against Diddy, particularly those stemming from the nightclub shooting incident. While it's unclear what exactly she might be able to offer, the mention of her name has reignited discussions about her past with Diddy and whether she could be holding onto secrets that might influence the outcome of the trial.
J.Lo, we need answers. All right, y'all, let's take it back to the real hip-hop heads. For those of us that were there in '99, one of the greatest years in hip-hop, well, this happened. There was a shooting at a nightclub where J.Lo, Shine, and P. Diddy were all at. Due to all the new Diddy allegations that have been coming out, the victim has now come back out and has said that Diddy was the one that caused the act. Looking into this story, I didn't know that J.Lo, Diddy, and Shine were all arrested on guns charges, but then later J.Lo and Diddy were dropped and only Shine was prosecuted. For some of us that were there, we all remember that the driver said that Diddy bribed him with money and jewelry. We also now have just found out that Shine was reportedly paid $1 million to take the fall. Yes, we all remember the iconic dress that J.Lo wore to the Grammys with Diddy. But let me ask you a question. Is this what women will do for fame? In case some of you are unaware, this is the reason why Diddy changed his name from Puffy to Diddy, was because of this case.
As expected, social media is lit up with speculation. Fans are dissecting every piece of information they could find, from old interviews to photographs, trying to piece together how Jennifer Lopez could still be connected to Diddy's legal troubles after all these years. A person commented saying, "I have always wondered if there was more to that nightclub shooting story. Now with J.Lo possibly testifying, it feels like some deep secrets might finally come out." Another one wrote, "This is wild. I never thought J.Lo would get dragged back into Diddy's mess after all this time." Makes you wonder what really happened back then. But what about Jennifer Lopez herself? How did she react to this sudden resurgence of her past? When the news broke, she was caught off guard just like the rest of us. Sources suggest that she was blindsided by the leak and the media attention that followed. In the immediate aftermath, she remained tight-lipped, refusing to make any public statements while her team worked behind the scenes to manage everything. However, actions speak louder than words, and Jennifer's first public appearance after the news broke was pretty chilling. She stepped out for a scheduled event, but there was a noticeable shift in her behavior. Gone was the usual effortless confidence that fans have come to expect from her. Instead, she appeared more guarded, her expressions more measured. Photographers captured her looking tense, with a hint of anxiety in her eyes. Body language experts were quick to analyze her appearance, noting that she seemed to be under stress. She avoided making direct eye contact with the cameras, which is unusual for someone as media-savvy as Jennifer. This was a woman who, despite her best efforts to stay composed, was clearly feeling the pressure of being dragged back into a scandal she had long since left behind. Even though Jennifer Lopez hasn't spoken out directly about the situation, her actions indicate that she is very much aware of the gravity of the situation. One misstep and the situation could escalate further, potentially dragging her deeper into the trial.
I mean, I was never in a relationship where I got beat up, thank God, but I've definitely been manhandled.
So, could Jennifer get into legal trouble because of her connection to Diddy's trial? Legal experts have been weighing in, and while it seems she is mainly being called as a witness, there are still questions about how deep her involvement could go. Most people think she probably won't face any criminal charges. Her past with Diddy might come up, especially regarding the nightclub shooting, but unless something new comes to light that directly ties her to any wrongdoing, she's likely just a side player in this whole thing. Still, there's a chance she could be called to testify, which would mean revisiting some stuff she probably wants to leave in the past. There's also talk about how her involvement could affect the trial itself. Some experts think her testimony could help the prosecution, given her personal experience with Diddy's lifestyle. On the flip side, her defense team might argue that what she knows is outdated and doesn't really matter to the current charges. Either way, her connection to the trial is sure to grab even more media attention, which could sway public opinion. And what about her career? She has built a reputation as a tough, versatile entertainer who's bounced back from controversies before. But this latest drama could put her brand to the test. Her endorsements, movie roles, and public appearances might take a hit depending on how things play out. Brands that usually play it safe might shy away from her if the trial heats up, worried about the potential fallout.
This incredible stuff was happening in my career, and I was trying to focus on that. And at the same time, he was going through the trial. It was a lot of stuff to deal with all at once.
Diddy's trial is part of a bigger debate about justice. Recently, people are waking up to the power plays that have been happening behind the scenes for ages. The entertainment biz has a long history of letting big names skate by without facing real consequences. But things are changing. Diddy's trial is just another step in this ongoing wake-up call. It makes us face some uncomfortable truths about how money and fame can protect people from the fallout of their actions. The fact that Diddy is dealing with serious charges sends a clear message even the most untouchable celebs aren't above the law. For Jennifer Lopez, this trial is a big deal too. Even though she's not on trial, her past with Diddy is getting a lot of attention, which could affect how people see her. The renewed focus on their history during such a crucial time for him has sparked conversations about her role in their shared past. It's a reminder that no matter how much time goes by, old controversies can pop up when you least expect them. This trial is significant beyond just Diddy and J.Lo. It shines a light on the tricky balance of fame, power, and personal responsibility in a world where public and private lives are all mixed up. It could change how we view not just the people involved, but the entertainment industry as a whole. It's forcing us to rethink how we see celebrities and their actions, both in their personal lives and careers. But do you guys think Jennifer will be able to come out of this situation, or is her career at risk? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates on other celebrity news.